Jedi Knights and Sith Lords, and welcome to Star Wars Artifacts. In this video, we will learn more about the Naboo Royal Handmaidens. The tradition of royal leaders using handmaidens as bodyguard and protection originated generations before the invasion of Naboo. Handmaidens had fallen into history prior to the election of Queen Padmé Amidala, leaving monarchs to take on a single handmaiden who did not work as a bodyguard. However, Captain Quash Panaka proposed reviving the tradition. Several of those selected as her handmaidens had features in common with their queen. This allowed for more than one to potentially take her place, but one in particular would be her primary decoy. 5 young women were chosen. They all adopted names similar to Padmé's own: Rabe, Sabe, Ertai, Sashay, and Yane, to create confusion. Amidala's handmaidens were trained in defense and security by Panaka. They wore matching hooded outfits in order to conceal their identities, with billowing cloaks that allowed them to conceal weapons used to defend the queen in case of an attack. To the dismay of Panaka, the queen and her handmaidens planned their affairs without his insight. They all took breathing exercises known to Sabe, ensuring they could all hide their emotions, and created a special tone of voice so they could all act as queen whenever needed. The only handmaiden unable to ask as Amidala was Sashay, due to her young age. Panaka led Amidala's security team during the invasion of Naboo. During the crisis, Queen Padmé Amidala frequently exchanged places with Sabe, who posed as the queen in her makeup and black traveling gown. Meanwhile, the real Amidala dressed in the same flame-colored robes as her handmaidens. The deception allowed the handmaiden Padmé to escort the Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn into Mos Espa in a simple guise when her party was stranded on Tatooine, while her decoy remained on the royal starship. Sashay and Yane remained behind on Naboo. Ertai and Rabe escorted Amidala to Tatooine as well as Coruscant and watched as she pled Naboo's case to the Galactic Senate. Rabe also helped to deceive Anakin Skywalker into thinking that Padmé was out on an errand while she was actually present in the room as Queen Amidala. Later, on the Queen's return to Naboo, they were reunited with Yane and Sashay. The handmaidens took part in the mission to recapture the royal palace from the Trade Federation. Sabe stood in as the decoy queen in her royal battle dress, playing a major role in the success of the operation after Amidala was captured. After Amidala became a galactic senator representing Naboo in the Republic Senate, handmaidens continued to assist her and served as decoys when needed, though not to the same extent as when she was a queen. At first, Amidala was unsure of the idea of bringing handmaidens into the Senate with her, but her handmaidens from her time as queen convinced her that she would need handmaidens, not mere aides, in the government. Her first 3 handmaidens as a senator took on the names of Versailles, Dorme, and Corday, with Sabe joining Amidala's group in an unofficial capacity. Prior to the start of the Clone Wars, Corday served as Amidala's decoy, but was killed along with Versailles in an assassination attempt aimed at the senator. After Amidala married Skywalker and needed to keep it a secret, she split her handmaidens into in-residence handmaidens under Dorme and those who helped her with government work. This gave her a degree of freedom that let her spend time with Skywalker. Due to the deaths of Versailles and Corday, Dorme hired two new handmaidens, Ellie and Moté, who took on a more traditional role given to handmaidens and aides and those who had served Amidala previously. After Padmé's death, Sabé formed a resistance group in Amidala's honor known as the Amidalans. The members wanted to avenge their former queen. Sabé, alongside Captains Tonra and Gregor Typho of the Royal Naboo Security Forces, and numerous others loyal to Amidala, pledged to hunt down and kill whoever was responsible for her death. 3 years after the Battle of Yavin, Sabé and her team were still active, having come to the conclusion that Amidala was killed by none other than Darth Vader, who was, unbeknownst to them, Amidala's husband and former Jedi Knight, Anakin Skywalker. Though the life of a handmaiden was one of dedication and discipline, they shall be remembered as incredibly loyal to the Queen, even after her death. If you enjoy this kind of video, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on the main social medias at SW Artefacts. I'll see you soon for another video, and until then, may the Force be with you, always.